Oh, I think I did it. I think I fixed it. I think
Oh.
I fixed it. I think maybe. Are we live? Are we living? Are we hello?
We are.
Hi. Right. Can we hear music? Can we hear background people? I love being 5 minutes late because I'm bad at this. It is on. Hex yeah.
All right. Sweet. Okay, everything's working.
Epic.
At least from my end.
Sauce. Hi. Hi. Welcome, chat. Hi. As you may have been able to ascertain from thumbnail, this is a zoo host. Hi, I am the zoo. Yeah, no, we do not have a Plu. Plu's in the chat though. Hi, Plu. And we've got some gamers here. Say hi, gamers. Who we got? What do you mean no?
Nah.
No. Okay, we've got no. Who else we got?
Yes.
We got no and yes. We got.
Hip. Hi.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say maybe. You ruined it.
I also thought that. Yeah, you
No,
really ruined it.
I didn't think of that.
God damn it, Pip.
So.
Alright, so we got
I
no,
remember
yes, and Pip.
me.
The third option.
Yeah.
Hi. Okay. So, hi, chat. We're gonna go through some behind the scenes shit. I'm gonna be talking about what we do when setting up a Minecraft roleplay. This isn't going to be a tutorial. This is just what's the word I'm looking for? A portal into what we do.
A glimpse.
A glimpse. Yeah. It's
behind the scenes.
yeah. So we may as well just get started with like in chronological order of like how things really go of setting up a Minecraft roleplay. So hi, first things to do when you want to do Minecraft roleplay, get friends.
That's a tough one, dude.
That really is a tough one. I say that kind of as a joke. There are like places to get into, just like
To get friends.
well, I mean, like to get into like the Minecraft space, because like there are plenty of websites that can and will help for that sort of stuff. Like no, it's not Casting Call Club. This is literally where I got my start with voice acting for a project that does not exist. The Casting Call Club is fantastic because like it was originally made for voice acting, but there's like so many different like options that you can go for: artist, animator, video editor, writer, director. All you have to go for Minecraft roleplay. And there will be tons of options. Who's this? I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, it's it's the step that I can't really help the most out with. You just gotta go out there and be proactive about that stuff. And if you don't have that, get some. But yeah, when then creating your own stuff, we'll tell you what we do. Using Fairytale Origins, Fairytale Nexus as a kind of example. So, ever since, like, so we've all failed, well, you're all in this chat. Go into the, go and make friends amongst the chatters. You've got something in common. You like Minecraft roleplay. Yeah, so Pip's having the time of their life.
I'm using spells because I'm bored.
So yeah, Fairy Tail Origins, Fairy Tail Nexus. After we had a go at Wonderland, we wanted to do more stuff, and we wanted to... Plu specifically wanted to continue on with their character story from Fairy Tail Origins Season 5, because they had a lot more shit to write out. And FTO was one of my two favorites from Origins, and coming up with that shit was very much just on the docket, I guess. But that doesn't mean that it's the only option. If you take a look over here, I apologize for the light mode viewing, but I'm sure people won't be mad about me sharing the old Origins pictures, because this is shit that never was going to happen, and Origins doesn't exist anymore.
No.
This is sort of like the process that we go through now, but also what we went through with Origins, of just coming up with different concepts for series. So like, this was from, oh god, I want to say like 2023. No, wait, how long has Origins been dead? I'm sorry for flashbanging you all.
Like 3 years, hasn't it?
Digit.
Let me consult the expert. But yeah, so
Yeah.
This was 2 years. Yeah, so we had the 100 odd Origins that would like, it's a post-apocalypse series, fantasy Origins, typical medieval fantasy but no music. Fairy Tales Origins, not Fairy Tail Origins, but Fairy Tales, because Snow White and shit.
Not confusing at all.
Yeah, no, that would be a fucking logistics nightmare, SEO nightmare. It fucking infuriates me because it's clearly Disney. And you got Ariel, Ursula, Belle, Hercules. That's not a fairy tale. That's also the Roman name.
Yeah, it's Heracles.
Yeah. Borderlands / Treasure Planet kind of inspiration. Retro video games. Supernatural Season 3. Well, that happened. Origin Z Season 2. That never... I don't think anybody wanted that. Harry Potter, Pirates, Time Travel, so on, or Sword Art Online. That happened. But yeah, no, so it's very much just like getting together ideas of like, there are so many possible stories that either A, already exist, or B, there are so many tropes that already exist that you can easily create your own shit from. And what we as a group in Origins, and what we as a group in for the Pluless channel, we usually get together in a meeting and and see what vibes with us the most. Obviously, like, if you want to run like a specific series yourself, you have a solid idea, you can just like create that yourself and invite people to come and voice characters, create characters, whatever the fuck. And because yeah, it's very much just like some upcoming series for the pluless channel. I'm not going to say any names. Were decided in this format of just like, oh, what appeals to us the most? We'll go. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. We'll go for that. However, things like Wonderland and Fairytale Origins, Fairytale Nexus, was decided of like Plu being like, I want to do this. I'm going to make this a thing, and other people can come along and create their characters. Which brings us smoothly into the next point of character creation. I'll get rid of this so you guys are not flashbanged anymore. Character creation is like kind of an important step of coming up of making a fucking series, because you know, can't exactly have a series without characters. Look at this beautiful character right here. You think we could have a series without this thing? No. I love this thing.
Eh.
What do you mean, eh? You take that the fuck back.
I made the skin.
I'll murder you.
Coward.
Anyway. So, coming up with characters, I'm sure Plu's going to hate me, but, you know, I'm going to share just, Balefire's reference, for this. You can find more references on the pluless fan Discord, link in the description. It is a 16+ server. If you are younger than 16, you will be kicked and or banned. But hi, yes, we get hi Oasis.
Sorry.
Okay. But yeah, so coming up with characters is the first major step in creating a series. Some people will start with like a set first, but we over here at the Pluless channel like to come up with characters. Sets can be kind of worked on nebulously once mod packs and shit are set up. Different people go about designing their characters in different ways. I myself like to come up with, like, if it is like a fantastical series, their power, and then like the outfit, and then build like the personality around that. I personally like to design my characters in such a way that they can easily be redrawn. There, you will be hard pressed to find a character of mine that is particularly difficult to draw. What is it like for the rest of you guys when you come up with your characters? We shall go with Virus, because you don't want to.
My dogs are barking.
Oh, okay. Pip, Squeak Pip. You have
God.
a couple of characters for FTN. I'm pretty sure only one has been shown so far.
Yeah.
Would you like
more,
to
I guess,
say
on
switch
hand.
into this? What?
Let me grab the skin. I don't have it on hand.
What do you mean you don't have it on hand?
Okay, it's not in the thing. It's the one skin that wasn't added. There we go. I have it now. Bro did not come prepared? No! I did not come prepared. I was playing Dandy's World like 2 minutes before this. Here we go.
There we go.
Here's my silly.
There is the child. What was the process like for you for coming up with this character? Ignore the major controversial bit that you're not allowed to talk about.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna say too much. The process of making Morrigan was, I kind of wanted to get a vibe of things. I wasn't gonna make a guild OC. So I decided to go for one of the dark guilds. And so I knew that I had the concepts of each dark guild, and so I picked one and then I worked from there. And me and Plu and a few others were rewatching the different FTO seasons and stuff. And then I did get the idea for a character. And then I did use like Picrus and looked at Pinterest for ideas and stuff. And then I adjusted the ideas to what I have now.
It's very nice. Is the child earless, or am I insane? There is. It's just covered by hair, bro. And that is a monocle, yes. As for the wounds, I'm gonna guess old, considering how desaturated they are.
Yeah, they're scars.
Big scars.
Big scars.
What
That's
about
my choice.
EJ Vremenumenumenyum? What was the... I'd say design process, but not quite for Reese.
Well, I didn't design Reese.
Exactly.
Did you just ask me for something to make a design off of? And I just said red velvet cake? And this was before FTN was even a thing. So when I needed a character, I was just like, well, I have this design that Digit made for me, so I'll just use that. And that's why Reese has pastry magic. Because of the design.
It's very valid. Of course, like, character designs can come from literally anywhere, and they can be just as simple as cake character. Our favorite twat,
What are you talking about?
Stinky. Who is this
I think-
man? Where'd he come from? Where'd he
So
go?
this is Easton. I almost
sure?
said his name wrong. Apparently, nah. I guess I'm not sure.
No one's sure. No one really is sure.
Yeah, and I named him. I'm not even sure. Like, you guys can say Easton, you can say Eston. One of those is probably, actually they're probably both wrong.
It's gonna turn out to be Aston. The E
Yes,
is silent.
His name was actually Weston.
Yeah.
So the inspiration for well, I guess I'm gonna speak for all of the my goddamn dogs. I'm gonna speak for all of the protector outfits. They were more the colors themselves were kind of based off of the original. Like I know blue was mostly blue and gold.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a primary color of theirs. And I wanted to go for more like a police like inspired like outfit, but also still, you know, in the elements of Fairy Tail has an interesting like style. It's not medieval, but it's also not.
The world
You know what I'm talking
building
about.
for Fairy Tail is like 1920s aesthetic, but like the clothing is very all over the place.
Exactly. So I did my best. I think I did fine
You
with
did
at least with this
wonderfully.
one. I do got another one, but that isn't, you know.
And of course, yes, bro got his grandma's hat stolen. But yes,
Actually-
so like once you have like your character's designs either on paper or as described, we go to our skin artists. For Fairy Tail, primarily it was Virus here. I think with just like one or two exceptions.
Yeah, Pip being one of them.
Yeah.
I
did a
mimicked
great
this
job.
style.
No, you did a great job. No, I can tell.
Yeah, it was primarily Virus who made the base skins for almost every character.
I fell out of the guild.
You need to stop doing that.
I really do.
Yeah,
Two size.
So Vara's doing most of the skins for almost all the characters. And then when it came to the HD effects, such as the eyeballs and any other additional details, those were either added by people who are already skin artists on the team, or Plu, who did the majority of those. As you can most definitely tell the difference between like the style of how Reese's eyes work. They're a lot more a lot less
round.
I say shaded, but like they are very much more round. They're very much more. I don't know, if you're familiar with EJ's artwork, you can definitely tell like that's an EJ right there. Whereas with Plu, their eyes are very specific in the way they do eyes. They got specific shinies in them. I mean, yeah, true. But then you also got like the fucking like chain thingy, not chain, but like the on your chest. Whereas with I don't think Plu did anything for that on the skin. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, and so once you get skins, you can basically get started on anything right away. Because as long as you got like a basic idea for a story and then your skins, you can start role-playing. You can get yourself a bunch of friends, get into a Discord server, and start fucking up. Honestly, you don't necessarily need builds, but that does bring us into the next topic of builds and servers. Servers, you can host your own server through like your own IP or whatever. I've never done that before. I wouldn't know where to start.
It works fine. It's not perfect.
Mm-hmm. But I know most of the people that you guys at home will watch, most of us will use server providers, server hosting. There's a ton of different there's a ton of different hosting servers. We personally use Accreditation for no other reason than I got a discount from Richie, and that's it. Oh shit, caped. Taking notes right now with the viewers. Excellent. I know for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Roleplay series, myself, Ruby, and Michael were doing, we used Pebble Host. Apparently Atenos is free. Thank you for the link, not Pip, Plu. I'm very good with P names. Yeah. Again, this isn't going to be a tutorial. I'm not going to tell you how to set up a server yourself. The stream is going to still remain up though after we're done streaming, because I'm not gonna fucking delete this shit. Once you have a server set up, you can go. I guarantee you, I'm pretty sure. I cannot tell you how many people actually. How do you spell the one you mentioned? Clis. Oh, my name changed again.
Your name did change again.
Ignore the name. I'm very
That
glad.
could mean anything. That could mean anything.
Yeah, it's short for farmer.
Exactly.
Short for farmer.
Uh-huh. Ignore that. Well, what? What, Azzy? What? You have no proof of anything. Once you have your server, you can get yourself a map. Short for fart. What? Why would you do that to me, Blue? I don't fart. I've lost my train of thought. Once you have server set up, you can get yourself a map. Some people do decide to build their own maps from the get-go. I know the Dylan for Pretty Depressed Productions Nights of Candies series, built on a super flat world. He had like a couple of people building entire cities and giant locations for him.
You're good.
There was I know Jake was using that same map. I'm pretty sure Trey used that same map. Correct me if I'm wrong.
For what?
For
Doug and
Rachel's.
No. So for that one, we also did a flat world, and we actually had to build our restaurant from scratch. So that whole thing it's just a flat world. There's no like city near it. I think the one you're talking about, that was Kai's.
True. Yeah. Okay. I mean, people used the same server for everything. But still, yeah, that server, that map was pretty much entirely hand built. It should come as no surprise that the Atlantide map very much was not hand built by the people of Origins. I know, crazy, shocker.
What?
Who would have guessed? The people in Origins were a little bit just a little bit lazy. No, I can't say they were lazy. They were working on 3 months per fucking series. That's not to say everything goes completely like structures and maps pre-built. The sewers for Nexus Magia was entirely built by Plu, myself, Pip, and a few others. I know Shader did the door.
Shader did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Shader, I think, built the outline for the storage room
Fantastic.
/ prison.
Shader a trooper for real.
And then most people decorated their own rooms. I'm just gonna open the door because I like the door. Who wants to see the door? I want to see the door. Look at the door. Fantastic.
I thought it broke for a second.
No, it just takes a minute. It should reclose on its own. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I love it.
Imagine needing the door. This is a real awkward time for my face step to stop working. It's a real bad time for it to stop working.
Shader literally learned redstone from scratch just to have these doors.
God, he did
Anyway,
so much better. That was a surprise attack from Blue. Hi. Yeah, so like the guild was handmade, but like when coming up with maps to use, plenty of people on things like Planet Minecraft will allow their maps to be used. So just download one, use it in a video. Both the city for any Origins map was pre-built. I'm almost 100% positive on that. I don't remember if that was the case for Olympus.
I don't think so. I think that was custom built.
Because that was a lot more simplistic. But almost every other map was pre-made that you could find on Planet Minecraft. So yeah, it's just a matter of like finding a map that's compatible, downloading it, putting on to your brand new server hosting system, which you can find tutorials online on how to use properly. And then once you have your map, your skins, you can get on and start recording. You do not necessarily need mods.
Oh, it was pre-made.
Oh, was it? Oh. You do not necessarily need mods to create a fun series. Plenty of people do make roleplays in vanilla Minecraft. Plenty of people make roleplays in bloody Pocket Edition, which I think is just genuinely impressive in of itself.
And painful.
Painful, yes, but it's no less impressive the dedication that people have. I love that we all split up from the table and fucking EJ goes back to their default situation. Yeah. The roleplay aspect, as EJ so rightly put, does come down to story, characters, and dynamics. You can do so much with just vanilla stuff. I am not going to tell you how to make a mod pack. There are so many other tutorials online that you can follow to do that. Just be sure that you've got the right Minecraft version.
Also, be aware of how much storage your server has, because some mods can get really heavy on servers.
Yeah.
Deca crafts, bibliocraft, a lot of those, especially the ones with model blocks.
Absolutely. And yeah, so like that's all it really takes for setting up your own series. And what we did for FTO was just coming up with the thing of like Plu wanted to write out Etch's story. So we yeeted the Atlantide map, added our own shit, and here we go. We've got a lot of episodes planned and created. Speaking of episodes, writing episodes. Oh yeah, we do not recommend using Decacraft. It's incredibly laggy. Also, not particularly pretty. Why am I being added in Discord? I don't care. So, writing an episode is not 100% necessary for creating a series, but it is just advised to write down the ideas that you have for any particular just episode. This right here is an episode plan for episode 6 of FTN. We had 4 different scenes that were kind of planned out. I don't remember how many scenes were in the episode, but this is what a typical episode structure for us looks like. Having it broken down into episode number, title of the episode, scenes, whether it's an improv or a cinematic, what characters are important for this scene, and any extras that will also be needed. Going down the list of what is actually required to go into the scene. Anything else that like isn't here that is in the scene is completely improvised. People just come up with it off the cuff. We set up a time to record. We get the people in, we record it, and then we record it, and we get the footage sent to the editor to put it all together and have a fun time. Writing out episode plans like this, it's time consuming to think of stuff, but it's not it's not the hardest thing in the world. What's harder is writing out cinematics. I'll bring up now, comparing that lovely little thing over, get flashbanged again, nerds, to a cinematic script. This isn't necessarily one-to-one of what you can expect a Hollywood script to look like, but formatting, it's similar. Stage direction is left aligned text, speech is all center aligned. Being able to, I must iterate again, and not again, but like I must iterate very carefully of cinematics are 100% not necessary to create a good roleplay. If anything, they may even detract, depending on the series. So here we have the episode where Rowan got fucking stabbed. Fun times, fun memories. And we got the absolutely wonderful Trey, aka Citrus, was here to we do them because we are extra. We got the wonderful Trey. Citrus was here to film this cinematic for us because we love his cinematics. He is a very beautiful individual. And it very much is just like, I can't tell you how to write a script. It very much is just trial and error, writing out the stage direction that you want, writing out what you want the characters to say, and then sending those off. Who the fuck is on this? Is that Plu? Is that Plu trying to fuck with this? Who is the anonymous Ifrit? Oh,
You're the only one who has access to
it's
it.
100% Plu because they just darkened the fucking shit so people don't get fucking blinded. Joke's on you. The rest of the fucking web page is still in light mode. Anyway, I can't tell you how to write a script. It very much is just like down to how the tone of the scene goes, and what you want your characters to do in the moment. It's very much just roleplay, but with more meticulous steps. And once it's all written out, you send that over to your voice actors to read out the voice lines. Hopefully they get you the voice lines in time so you can sort all of those out in creating the cinematic. Which brings us over to cinematics. What are you pointing at? What?
Pointing at you.
You.
Yeah, you.
Ooh.
Oh, hello. That is a paragraph. I think another thing to make sure of is the friends you pick can follow a script, because while being silly works for the less serious episodes, it can get frustrating trying to wrestle everyone to do it as they should for the more serious stuff. Yes, it very much is like, what's the phrasing I'm looking for? Not pick your battles, but like is what Jericho? What? Where was Jericho? I did not see a Jericho. Anyway, yeah, so being able to trust the people that you record with is very much important. Being able to like get them to do the things you want them to do in a scene is very important. and different people may be able to handle different things. I am Jericho. I'm Jericho.
Are you?
I'm
Are
Bale.
You are in fact Jericho.
I'm
What if
Balefire.
Jericho was just the friends that we made along the way?
Or as
Oh, hello
WWE
there.
likes to call Jerry Cho. There's an inside joke between myself and Ruben. Anyway, I'm gonna show you all a funky little cinematic. I had to make sure to prep this earlier because Discord likes to delete links after a while. You thought you were safe in Minecraft? No, boys. You get flashbanged by the outside world. Who remembers this set? So this was the cinematic that we had for the little, tiny little fight we had between Rowan and Etch back in. I don't remember if it was episode 6 or 8. But it is very much a dead simple cinematic to set up, which is basically it's those are the cinematics you want to be dealing with. Is mostly just talking but with extra steps, because holy shit, doing more than that is not what I like to call fun. So for cinematics, we use Blockbuster and Aperture and emoticons and all sorts of beneficiary mods to those. You do not need to do this. You can very much do of just like getting people to get on your server and body act whilst you read out a script, and you just sit in the corner with F1 on, hiding your HUD and zooming in, being able to capture a cinematic like that is very valid way of doing things. It's how we used to do them before people learned how to use Blockbuster. There is no shame in seeing this and being like, I'm good. No, I decide not to. But for those who are interested, please do go check out Course's YouTube channel. He has so many videos on how Blockbuster works, different tips and tricks, and the mods, especially Blockbuster Studio, is constantly being updated. Is fantastic to use. Here, these cinematics are very much just again, mostly talking. But it's very much just being able to utilize your tools in such a way that makes things look decent. How do you load your shaders? So Optifine has shaders, a shaders option included. There are tons of different shader packs online that you can go and check out. Download those. It'll usually come in a zip file. You put it into your shader pack folder, and you should be able to just select it like you would a resource pack. The shaders that we use are usually just ones that we find online, but Plu tends to futz with them a lot to make them how Plu likes them, because Plu likes a very specific aesthetic for each series. But yeah, so cinematic, you'll tend to notice that like a lot of the scripts that we do, a lot of the cinematics that we do are for the most part talking, because cinematics take a long time and they are incredibly tedious. They look fancy, and that's about it. It very much is just like the only reason why this scene here was a cinematic is because it would be incredibly hard to get all of these actions in improv. We could feasibly do it, but the amount of timing required for this is just too much. Plus, it then allows us to do funky little tricks like this. Sweep the leg, get figgity fucked. Optifine hates you? That's fine, Optifine's shit. Love your videos? That's very sweet of you. Yeah, no, so cinematics very much are just a process of learning your tools, learning what works for you and what doesn't, and being able to use those to your advantage. Different people use cinematics in very different ways, or, well, they create them in different ways. I guarantee you the way that I've made this cinematic is not the way that Trey would have made it, and it's probably not the way that Plu would have made it either. I don't know who else that we know knows how to use cinematics, or how to make them. Devin, 404, Voxel, Axelol, entirely different process. So it very much is just like learning what tools you have and using them to your advantage. It can also be harder to gain desired outcome in improv. Person can mix that step and someone can react too slowly or quickly. Exactly, yeah. So like it's very much just if a scene hard requires very specific timing, then sure, you use a cinematic. When was the last time you made one? Oh, that is an excellent question. I want to say SNO. I don't remember what, but I feel like it was SNO. But yeah. Most of the things that you can do in cinematics you can do with improv, yes, but there are some benefits to doing a cinematic. Not a lot. Cinematics should really be like not the focus of your roleplays at all. But yeah, so we've gone through we've gone through the creation of a series, the creation of characters, scripting, filming, cinematics. What happens when all of those things come together? You get an episode. No, you don't actually. You get a recording. You get recordings of an episode. And here is an example of what we do. We like to use multiple POVs for our series because it just makes things more visually appealing, in our opinion. However, most people will use just a singular POV, and there is nothing wrong with that at all. We just like to keep the attention spans of those with ADHD. What? What, Plur? That is episode 20? Yeah? Episode 20 has come out. I'm confused, sir. I'm not that unprepared, player. But yeah, so as I was saying, most of the time when you have a series, it will usually all be just one singular POV, and most pretty sure Pretty sure this was heaviest burden, yes. A lot of the time episodes will be like a single scene that's like 15-20 minutes long. It really depends on the person. Nowadays we like to go for multiple scenes in a video to keep the series with a good pace, with a good a good structure. We like to keep things interesting around here. Scenes can last anywhere between like 30 seconds to fucking 20 minutes. It really depends on like what the scene calls for. But here's an example from episode 20 of just the raw footage, completely uncut. It very much is just you've seen it a million times before. POV character talking to other characters, and yeah, it's this is probably what, if you get started with roleplays, this is probably what you will be looking at for the most part. It is advised that if you are doing this format of singular POV, long scenes, move about just a bit. Keep things interesting for your viewer. Which, you know, again, is one of the reasons why we use multiple POVs. However, what the other thing that we do is move about if you're only doing one POV. We've got multiple POVs to keep things interesting, Blue. Keep up. Yeah. So the other thing that we tend to do for these roleplays that should not come as any surprise is we tend to cut down scenes quite a lot. You'll see that the raw footage here is almost 35 minutes long. And as soon as like we cut shit down, it comes down to like 25. Getting rid of entirely 10 minutes of content just by cutting out like dead spaces, dead air, and getting rid of unnatural or unnecessary information. There may be a pause mid-scene that will definitely get cut out. But yeah, once we get to that point, we can then choose which POVs to use. Personally, I only recently discovered this fun little trick that Premiere has. If you have free editing software like HitFilm or DaVinci Resolve, I don't know if this is possible. I doubt that it is, but Premiere has something called multi-camera editing, where from a single scene, you can choose whoever is around, it has a POV. You can choose their different POV, and it will automatically switch. It's very useful. How much time does doing multiple POVs add to total editing time? It's about twice as long from doing just a singular POV, because a singular POV, if it is cut down in the same way that if it's cut down in the same way that Plu and I usually do, that already takes like a fair chunk of time. Usually, at least for me, a video will take twice the raw footage's length to cut down. So if you've got like a 20-minute video, it will take 40 minutes to cut it down. Then with selecting different POVs, it'll usually double that. So if you've got a 20-minute video, you double that to 40 minutes for cutting it down. You double it again for a total of 80 minutes, or what is that, an hour and 20, to get this all sorted. Usually it takes myself longer because I have terrible ADHD and have trouble focusing a lot. But yeah, once everything is all cut down and all the specific POVs are chosen for each individual scene, we basically have a finished episode. Plu likes having cinematic bars on the top and bottom, a little logo to help the audience remember what series we're in, and also maintain branding. And then once all of the cutting is done, I'll send this footage off to Plu, who will decide on the music and sound effects. Plu spends an ungodly amount of time deciding these things, because they are a perfectionist. And they have a better ear than I do for scenes. Once I could not tell you their process in deciding music. They have a much better ear for music than I do. Once they have decided the music and sound effects, they'll send it back to me. I'll plop it in, and then it will be ready to render, and you'll see and that's the video that you'll see on the channel. It'll be all done, beautiful, and complete. I do have another episode pulled up here just for the small little details of when visual effects may be added to a scene. You can see here we have Kestor's magic in action. Kestor has the ability to turn cats into objects. So for this, instead of just what the raw footage showed of Doggo going into spectator and Kaylee pulling out a sword prop, I forgot that the sound would play. I am so sorry if that was too loud for the viewers at home. Oh. I'm sorry, that destroyed me. But I did add a little smoke effect. This was a pre-made asset that I was able to get on Footage Crate. Most of the visual effects that you'll find in our videos do come from Footage Crate, just because it is a massive library filled with tons and tons of video effects. But one little thing that I particularly like about this effect here is how integrated into the world it looks. What's the best flavor of slime, green or pink? I'm gonna say pink, just because my slime, my persona is green, and I don't want people to eat me. So give me let's give chat a hot minute, because apparently ads are going to be starting in about either now or within like the next 30 seconds. Gamers, how are we doing?
I've been inside your noggin. I've been seeing everything you see.
You're in my brain?
I'm in your brain.
What the frick?
I've seen a lot of things, man.
I've been everywhere, man, looking for someone. What are you doing, Pipsqueak Pip?
Pip.
I'm messing with commands. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, huh?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if ads are currently playing or if ads have already played. If anyone has ads, please speak up. I
I
genuinely
just
don't.
got an ad.
You got an ad? Okay.
Just now, yeah.
Excellent.
Boy, suckers.
Imagine getting ads in the year of our
Money,
Lord.
money.
YouTube Premium call. Thank you for your support. Yeah, we'll give people a solid couple of minutes to deal with that. Do you have a red dot by the live label where time would be shown normally?
I think I'm talking about Blockbuster.
Well, they're talking about the live label, so I assume it's YouTube Live.
Oh, they're talking about. Okay, never mind. I got it.
I'm a little bit stupid. I'm pretty sure this is my first time actually streaming to YouTube. Had a potato ad. I'm behind by 5 seconds? That's fine. Honestly, 5 seconds, schmive seconds. Oh, if you are behind by 5 seconds and you don't get ads. Ah, interesting. Weird. Alright. Anyway, assuming everybody is back, yeah, as I was saying with these effects in particular, having there's just a little added detail that you can do if you add visual effects into your scene of giving it shadows, giving it a place in the environment. So like here, it's literally just a duplicate of the effect, tinted black and then lowered the opacity, and it makes the effect feel a lot more in the scene. It's not perfect by any means, and that's fine. It's a Minecraft roleplay, but it still feels a bit more grounded, I guess. I don't know why I'm so burpy today. But then there's a second thing that was much more subtle. It wasn't even caught on by Plu until I pointed it out to them. Of Morrigan here. First time we see Morrigan. And their little transformation. I added a tiny little glow onto Rowan's hand that matched the flashes of white in this transformation effect. Excuse me, I'm dying.
Tell.
Yeah. So it's just like small little things like this that if you are going to add visual effects into your series, again, you do not have to, but we're running a magic series. It's helpful if we have magic powers in the magic series. So having like these effects grounded in your footage, despite not being in the raw footage, it helps sell the effect just a little bit more, just a tiny bit, just a smidgen more. Yeah. Never noticed that? Yes. Yeah, I mean, it is incredibly subtle. I do not imagine people to be paying attention to the hand whilst all this shit is going on. What even is that? Pip, what is that?
Meow.
Don't you turn into Sonic the Hedgehog. But yeah, that is all that comes down to editing is cutting it up, adding music and sound effects, maybe some visual effects depending on the scene. I'm sorry, I think I've been speaking too long. And yeah, that's all that goes into that. So, ladies and gentlemen, those of unspecified gender, we've gone through what it takes to come up with a series idea. Hello.
Hi.
We've gone through what it takes to come up with a series idea, coming up with character designs, character concepts, skins, buildings, server settings, recording, cinematics, scripting, organizing scenes, then editing, and fundamentally that's all it takes to make your own series. I hope that you have all enjoyed this kind of insight into what we're doing. If any of you have any further questions, class is ending, so by all means ask away. You might be a little too late. That's absolutely fine. The stream will be up after the stream has ended to go back and rewatch plenty of stuff. I wanted to ask what the creative process with decisions and ideas that Minecraft role plays. Do you guys have a specific way that you come up with the sets, writing, character designs, etc.? Yeah, so that's most certainly what we have already gone through. It's yeah. I will have to just encourage you to go back and rewatch the VOD. If you guys in chat have any questions about what we do and or how we do it,
I'm here now too.
hi. We might be ending
Ciao.
soon, depending on whether or not people have questions.
I know. That's why I'm here. If
What the
people have
heck?
like questions that I can also answer. What? I've been watching.
I've seen you in the chat.
Yeah.
Best class, thank you very much. But
I like the part where he goes every 2 seconds.
listen,
Mm-hmm.
I need brain power, and I don't have that.
Who wants to stream?
Listen,
Glisten. Anyway, yes, guys, feel free to ask questions. I'm here now too. I can also ask questions, and there's a Coco.
you know what's fantastic about this stream? They're pulling him back. Is I had everything all set up. Any tips for making voices? You already have at least like 3 voices. Voices, especially in Minecraft roleplay, tend to lean more into comedic and cartoonish sort of aspects. Most of the time, people will just use the default voice. I used it for Jericho. Plu uses it for almost every character that they play. Dylan uses his for almost every character he plays. If you are able to do any accents decently enough, then suddenly, even if it's just one accent, if it's just a different style of American, like you can have like your standard kind of like Midwestern accent. You take that all the way to the West Coast, and suddenly you got a surfer bro, dude. You got like all different like types of voices, even if it's in just like one singular country. and then like you can fuck with the pitch of your voice a lot, and then suddenly you've got that one American voice. Then you take it over to California, still a little bit higher, but like, dude, now it's a deep Californian accent, and like, yeah, it's.
I could vouch for that.
Local Californian.
Suddenly, all of a sudden you've got, if you can do though like those two accents, these can be any accents. Those were just examples. If you could do two accents, you can pitch shift your voice either manually or in post-processing, voice changer, whatever. Suddenly you've got a bunch of other voices. Because surfer dudes are cringe, Coco.
Something that I learned from a couple of years of theater classes, which obviously it's a lot different doing like theater than it is doing voice acting and like movies and such. There's a lot of different techniques that go into it. Like for example, theater requires a lot more pronunciation of things and a lot more projecting.
Please stop destroying my set.
Something that can help you is to figure out where in your throat you're talking from. Like if you're going to talk more in a lower aspect of your throat, are you going to talk front or back of the throat? Because somebody who talks more with the back of their throat may mumble a little bit more. And then if somebody's smiley, then they're going to sound a lot more slurred at some points.
Yeah.
And a lot of different things that can just easily discern characters.
There is nothing wrong with just being able to do the one voice though.
Yeah.
Obviously it does come in difficult if you are going to play multiple characters in a series. Like myself, like Davis, like Pip, it's certainly not a bad thing. Cinematic fight scenes, are they worth it? Also, thank you for answering questions. You're welcome. Cinematic fight scenes, cinematics in general are very much dependent on like the type of series. Cinematic fight scenes, it entirely depends on how you go about them. If you use like Blockbuster and Aperture and stuff, no, they're not worth it. It's very much, Blockbuster is like baby's first animation software. You are better off just learning animation. However, if you do go about it in like what we like to call the old school way of having two people body act and like use modded spells or use just Minecraft combat, swords, whatever, it may look a little jank, but like it's earnest. It's cute. I like it. What's the next episode about? Are we allowed to know? No! I'm actually good at masking my British accent and making it sound American because I did it from a school play once. Dude, American accents are so easy. Americans are so basic.
What accent?
Oh. I mean, a lot of American accents sound the same. But Midwestern is what most TV has, so I assume Midwestern is probably what most people are able to replicate.
I love my guns.
That's more Southern.
Yeah, no, I read this. I prefer Southern, I'll be honest. Midwesterns are a little
The Midwestern is very much the neutral. Have a drink before you die. I'll drink after the stream's done. But I mean, yeah, if there are no other questions, then probably just gonna end the stream there. Where are my bitches?
He's just
Hello,
fun
I am
around.
bitches. Wait, I'm still invisible. Never mind.
What?
Steve.
I am Steve.
Can't wait
I'm
for
here.
the movie.
We got Plur. Finally, hi. Let's wave goodbye to the viewers. Goodbye, viewers. Thank you all for thank you all for watching. You're all gay. Thank you for getting in the camera, Plur.